the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah. It's off the cuff, 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 yeah. It's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, yeah.
This is God ordained. Get in position, cause we on a mission, fulfilling this vision, releasing contention, and it's God we praise. The one who keeps us from falling, receiving this faultless. Ooh, that man is awesome. You see, it's every day we celebrate. Right now it's time for us to elevate. So get your hands up, cause I'm saying it's great. And see, they call it off the cuff because we tailor-made.
Off the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah.
What's up? Welcome to OTC University, also known as Off the Cuff. Let me welcome those of you listening to the show for the very first time. It's going to be crazy tonight. Hey, I'm Bobby, and I got the crew in the house with me tonight, so say hello to the people. Eric.
What's up, y'all?
All right, say what's up, little Chad.
Sardines and pork and beans.
Okay, OTC family, we need your help. We want you to reach as many people as you can about the show. In order to do that, we need to increase our OTC family. We need you to go to our website, www.menoffthecuff.com. There's a button on the page for you to like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We need you to hit that button.
Hit the button.
And register and become a part of our Facebook family.
That we're trying to do it. Now, after you like us on Facebook, we need for you to click on that button that takes you to the blog.
Yep.
Okay? If you don't say anything but hello.
What's up?
You know.
How you doing?
We just need for you to leave us a little message, a little something on the blog. Now, this will really, really help us out. Okay?
Because we're trying to bust a move.
We're trying to do a little something.
Trying to get it done.
If you know you've been helped by any of the information that we've been putting out here on the show, you know, and just imagine how many other women, men, children can be helped by that information as well. You know, family, let's get this done. Let's do this. We want y'all to come together with us, you know, go on, put a little blog on the show, some things of that nature. We got some folks looking, checking things out, so we trying to take this to another level. Be a part of the love.
Whole nother level.
All right, OTC family, we're going to get into the business tonight, and I promise you this, we will be stepping on some toes tonight. All right,
we usually do.
So just say ouch, okay? Just keep moving because we're coming. All right, we want you to know we will be stepping in the name of love.
R. Kelly.
You gonna hear the little step in the chocolate city?
Don't do it.
Not Cleveland, the chocolate city.
Cleveland is chocolate now. Ain't nothing up there now. But before we get off into this thing, man, what are y'all thinking? Let's talk a little bit about the Democratic Convention.
The Democratic National Convention. Is that what you're saying?
Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
The convention was fired.
It was on fire, brother. It was on fire.
It was. I thought that they strategically hit on, you know, set it up and touched on everything. Number one, that the Republicans left a lot of doors wide open.
Well, it was all white folks there at the Republican convention.
It was.
It was just white people. No black people involved.
Yeah. It was a sprinkle of pepper here and there, but they was confused.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know why they was down there.
Yeah, I don't know why they was there.
Because they couldn't relate to that man who was born wealthy.
Yes.
You know, and has never understood the plight of a broke man.
Bro, come on. Because we do have a plight.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely different.
You know, it was different. What you think about Michelle Obama? What she had to say?
Well, all I can say is that I was looking at Michelle Obama. First of all, I was almost speechless.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking at Michelle Obama, you know. So, but once I got beyond that and I could really get through what she said, I thought was really touching to me to let me know where they at, mentally. When she talked about Obama with the rusty car.
Right.
Yeah. And when she was driving and could see the street, the road from the door, a hole in the door. To me, that was like profound because that tells me when he talks about the middle class where we are. Us is at.
Right.
That's what he's talking about.
He had to come up.
Yeah, he had to come up. Unlike the other side.
The other side.
That when he decides he needs to go out and strike his own path, he goes to Harvard.
Right.
Where
my daddy went.
Yeah, where my daddy went. So that's a different kind of story. But I thought
he was
Michelle,
a presidential candidate himself.
And like she was trying to paint us a picture of the real Barack.
the husband,
Obama,
the family man, the father.
The Hussein brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah.
The Hussein side of it.
Yeah, the Hussein side, not the Barack Obama side.
But not the Bin Laden.
Not the Bin Laden side. The Hussein and the house side. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when your mama call you by your middle name? That's a different kind of relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know this mama's calling the Hussein. You think mama walking around the house talking about Hussein?
I don't think so.
You know when she said Barack and Hussein, that was a
I
whole
bet the
different
grandparents, you saw the grandparents of another persuasion.
Sure was.
They ain't say Hussein. They might have said Huzzy.
Yeah.
Shortened it up. Or something like that. Hustler.
But then the Bill Clinton side, right? The Bill Clinton speech blew it up.
Yeah, he was hot.
Yeah,
man.
Clinton pointed out a lot of points or whatever as far as this healthcare thing and what Romney and I'm trying to get in there and do, because I think a lot of people haven't really done their research.
Yeah, they haven't.
You know,
we listen to the commercials, man.
To find out what's going on.
Yeah,
They
the
listen
commercials.
to commercials and say, "Oh, is that the case? Oh, well, we may as well vote against." You know, but Clinton broke it down. He said it's just arithmetic.
Yeah.
He said, as far as I know, it's still 2 plus 2.
Right.
You know, and the way they were breaking things down, or whatever, with the healthcare bill and everything, and especially as far as this Medicare, Medicaid.
What got me when he said, if you go with the opponent's plan, the middle class is going to lose $2,000.
Right. Per family.
Right. Out the check. I can't handle that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I've got both ends burnt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the rich folks, though, they going to get $2,000 extra.
Right.
So, you know, I don't think they need no extra. I need some extra because I come up a little short from time to time.
And it's all right to have a little bit of parity because it's not really going to hurt them in the long run.
Exactly.
You know, but I like what he said. He dropped a little Jesse Jackson phrase up in there. He said, "Do not choose to double down on trickle down."
Don't trickle down. Sure did. Because Clinton even talked about the economic situation. He said that the economic situation that Barack Obama inherited was worse than any economic situation that any president since the Great Depression came upon, including himself.
Right.
So how do you expect somebody to fix something that's been happening just since 12 years of Republicans?
16 years of
Now all of a sudden you're going to give me 3.5 years
to fix it
overnight. Come on, there's no way. I mean, that doesn't make no sense.
I mean, that's for people that don't understand, because they understand Barack Obama's trying to rebuild the infrastructure of the United States.
There you go.
You know, and build it from the ground up so that it will be self-sustaining over the long run. You know, and I think the fact that his plan is offering tax cuts and breaks to corporations, but only the corporations that want to bring their companies that they have outsourced back to the United States. Because that's what over the long haul is going to create some jobs and things of that nature. And if you look at the vehicles, you know, once he threw all that money to GM, General Motors, you know, they start coming out with some real fly vehicles. You know, a lot of hybrid trucks, and they're coming back up.
That is true.
You know, I mean, that's really what the country was built on anyway. If you think about it, if you go way back, you know, since the Flintstones.
I think you know, I got an aunt that's like 73 years old, and she has Blue Cross Blue Shield, and then she does Medicaid. I can't imagine letting my aunt decide to get a voucher.
That's retarded.
A voucher now. This is my aunt that doesn't work. Don't have no extra money. We're going to give her a voucher, and then all the rest that the voucher doesn't cover, she got to pay? Are you serious?
On a fixed income.
On a fixed income? See, that's why black people need to understand.
Right.
This vote is not about you and your greedy self. It's about Mama and them, Ray Pookie and them, and your aunt and your cousin and all them old folks.
Yeah.
You gotta make that decision, man. You can't do it.
It's definitely about your mama and your grandmother. Vote,
gotta do it.
You know, and then if we start to hit Biden, Biden talked a lot too. You know, I think that he opened up some eyes, including my own, just about working right beside the president.
For real.
You know, because the White House now, the way it's set up, he's right down the hallway from where the president is. So it's more of a joint venture now whenever they're making decisions and doing things.
Didn't know he called him in.
Versus for years past, whenever, you know, the vice president was located in
another wing
in the House.
Right.
You know, in the Senate. That's where his office was at. So, you know, it was kind of out of touch. But now that he's in the White House and he's right there, for him to get up there and say, I see this man make the hard decisions, very calculated decisions, very decisive decisions. I think for the people that were thinking he might be a weak president as far as foreign policy and military and things that nature, that that should have solidified things for him. I see this man going there and say, okay, we're gonna get Biden, and that's just it.
Yeah.
He said we're gonna get Bin Laden. He went and got Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Now, why is it that Bush said for 8 years, right, we're going to get Bin Laden? After he told that lie to get us in the war in the first place, right? We're going to get Bin Laden. Yeah. Obama comes in, and in first 200 days or something like that, he done went and
let's go.
Let's go get him and got it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. Okay. Didn't send a whole military in there or whatever. He sent a few. He sent a few tight brothers.
Tight brothers. About 8 of them.
You know what I'm saying? And some helicopters and stood and watched them via satellite.
Yeah. Right.
Now go ahead and take this brother out and come back. You know. And the whole process, like they were speaking of, was to actually start that healing process. Because, it's kind of like if somebody murders your sister or your brother.
And he's still out there.
You're not really going to start to heal till some justice has been done.
Yeah. Definitely true, man. I think about the kind of person that I want to be the president. And one thing Biden said was that Romney said, I'm not going to spend the money to go get him.
Right.
And Obama said, I will spend the money to go get him.
Yeah. You see, he saw the bigger picture.
That's a different mentality about America. Now we're not talking about black folks now.
Right.
We're talking about America as a whole. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? Because one party sees us as a family, the other party sees us as an organization.
Right.
That's all he knows.
Romney sees the bottom line.
Yeah, bottom line, organization making money, yes or no.
Immediate gratification.
And I don't care who it costs. As long as we're making money, that's Romney's mindset.
And I think that's why, to me, the whole Democratic convention just felt like a family type of atmosphere.
Sure did.
It was just fun sitting there watching Obama and the kids and Michelle, just sitting there watching them. Is that whole family type of atmosphere?
Yeah.
It was totally different from watching when I watched Romney and them.
Sure.
Just a different type of atmosphere.
Yeah. And she's just as eloquent a speaker as he is.
Oh my God.
Her oratory was phenomenal as well.
One of the things about Barack Obama's speech that really stood out for me, because I have a daughter in college, and we got the student loans,
right?
And the Republicans wanted to double the interest rate on student loans, and
Which
Barack Obama said, "No, we're not doing that."
It's already crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now I can realistically take my daughter through these 4 years of school, and don't forfeit my future.
Right.
You see what I mean? Or her future.
Right.
To pay back those loans.
Right.
Because if student loans go to 12%, dude, you can forget folks going to school now.
Yeah. We already
and think about that on a broad scale, just
that.
countrywide. If you think about schools not going to college because now they really can't afford it. It was already difficult to go anywhere. Exactly. But now that you really can't afford it, you got that many more or less people.
Right.
In America going to college. How much further behind are we going to fall internationally to the competition?
Right. Exactly.
We already are over $1 trillion in debt, United States, as far as student loans. People in the United States, $1 trillion in debt in student loans. Can't pay it back. I know people, doctors now, $150,000 to $200,000, sometimes $300,000 in debt with student loans.
Yeah.
And now it's like, and you work to pay those things off, and the student loan people find you wherever you are. I don't care where you go.
Yes, Lord.
I think Michelle Obama even said that their student loan payment was more than their mortgage.
More than their mortgage. Yes, she did say that.
So, I mean, isn't that the kind of person that you want to understand what you're dealing with?
They understand.
Right.
They've lived it.
You see, they lived it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, didn't Obama? I think, Chad, you might have said this. That they didn't pay off their student loans till they got in the White House.
Exactly.
They were still paying student loans, man. How you 40 years old still paying? Whoa! Come on, man. You gotta make.
Because you're making that minimum due payment.
Yeah, that joker was.
And they gonna keep stretching it out. You're gonna pay forever.
That's the master setup. Yeah. That's the master setup.
That's all that's gonna happen.
But let's get into the voting side, right?
Let's talk about it. Now we only have 58 days left before we put President Barack Obama back in office. I say we got 58 days left before we put him back in office.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Now, that's going to come up really quick. and I'm speaking on it and believing it right now that that's what's going to happen, you know. But let me say this and remind you again, not to wait till the last minute to register to vote. Because don't forget, people, you know, you got to be registered to vote now. I think it's 21 days, but let's say 30 days prior to the election.
Right.
You have to be registered to vote 30 days prior to the election. So if you have not gotten registered to vote, you need to go online and register right now before you find yourself out there.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if you vote an absentee ballot or whatever the case. So for anybody, for our folks that we got following that's overseas right now, you know that absentee ballot is over 6 million of y'all voting absentee ballot outside the United States right now.
Yeah.
So you need to get registered, you know, and you can go on to registertovote.org and get your and register to vote and get things going. Okay, you shouldn't be waiting because this is important. This is your future. This is your mama's future, your kids' future. This thing is serious, you know.
Right.
Because lots of people can't vote absentee vote thinking that it's going to be all right. Or, you know, they changed a lot of things have changed, so you better check on it. Get registered.
Also, I went out online and tried to do my little register to vote thing, and then I found out that there's a little form in there you got to send off within 21 days.
Right.
Because if you don't send it in within that 21-day period, you're not going to be able to vote. So people think they just go online, okay, I'm good. It's not quite that easy.
It's not that simple.
So, and also, I don't know where you listen to me at, but you need to make sure you have a ID wherever you go to vote, because now they trying to suppress the black vote. So if you don't have an
ID, a military ID,
a government ID, something for real. Mama need an ID.
Right.
So your 78-year-old mama need an ID.
Work ID.
Your grandmama need an ID. Unless you work for the government, it ain't gonna work. So y'all need to get a real driver's license, something. Don't go up there with a Chick-fil-A.
Don't go downtown.
It's my Chick-fil-A card.
To the man that's selling swords out of his shop. And get the fake ID on it.
That won't work.
That's not gonna work.
That won't work.
All right, fellas. Let's get right into the topic tonight. We got a hot topic tonight, y'all.
Yep.
This topic tonight is making better choices.
Making better choices.
Listen, after getting this information tonight, you're going to stop making the same mistake you've been making over and over again. Tonight, it's time for us to wipe the slate clean, right? We got some information for the ladies and some information for the men that will help you stop making the same dating and relationship mistakes you've been making in the past. All right, making better choices. When you make better choices, you won't be controlled by your emotions or by the physical aspect.
All right, ladies, we already he get it in, ain't it? All right, ladies, we already know that you're attracted to the bad boys. Just admit that you is.
They are.
Because
I see them all the time, walking around the mall with a little bad boy.
When they come for you.
Right. You may want the guy who looks great, who has masculine qualities,
watch out,
right, and is probably a charmer, right. You want the man that has the Denzel face and the Tyson body. I want him about Tyson's body.
I ain't heard nothing from him, though.
Right.
Tyson been eating Twinkies, though. Tyson, I don't know about the Tyson.
Not Mike Tyson, that's for sure. Not that Mike Tyson, not that one. It's the other Tyson.
The other Tyson.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
The women know what we talking about.
The model Tyson.
The model Tyson.
That cat. Oh, okay.
Not the dude with the tattoo on his face.
All right.
Not that one.
I was like, something is wrong.
Right. Or he has an attractive bank account. You know, they looking for that cha-ching, right? The problem is this type guy won't stay faithful or loyal to you. You know this guy, why you keep choosing the bad boy. You know, you keep telling yourself he's so attractive. That's how you fall into the trap. Most of you are too scared to dump this guy for fear of being alone. See, why do women do that? They're so afraid about being alone, right? They'll just make ways for it. They'll excuse that behavior. Because I just don't want to be by myself. Ain't that crazy?
They're looking for so long, man. It's that shortage.
Exactly. A lot of women too think the biological clock is ticking. You know, they're getting old. Well, I'm such an age. I don't want to grow old alone at this point and things of that nature. So they start to, you know.
But the thing is that for the ladies, there's a dude out there that's got all the bad boy qualities, right? But he's a good dude,
right?
You feel me? Got all the bad boy looks. Got all the bad boy swag.
Okay.
But is a good dude. There are men out there who can be sensitive.
Right.
Care a lot about you. Never leave you.
Right.
Be with you and you only.
You only.
And not with other women.
Come on.
Right? Now, when necessary, he can be that bad dude.
That's right.
Okay.
You know, I'm talking about the dude that can stand up for you. Like, if you go somewhere and somebody bump you, he about to smack the taste out somebody's mouth.
Yeah.
Not one of them soft-handed brothers. It's like,
Right.
excuse me, did you bump into my girl?
Right.
Not that.
Right.
Well,
No.
baby, what did you do?
Yeah. Did you really bump him? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you should have got out the way. Why did you say something to him anyway? He was walking by.
And
looking for a reason not to have an altercation.
Right.
Why don't we just calm down?
When the other brother would have stole him in his neck.
So the deal is that why you want them kind of cats? Why you want them kind of dudes? You know, you just know you want to be married and have kids is all you know you want to do.
Right.
You're not even thinking about what's making you make those kind of choices.
That's right.
Because see, I'm one of them other brothers. I'm that brother that will move furniture in Foot Locker if you bump into my daughter.
Hello.
Or my wife.
Hello.
Or my son.
Hello.
Furniture moving about to hit.
Furniture moving.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you a story one day.
Bust somebody in the head to the white meat. That's what's gonna happen.
To the white meat. That's the scary part.
But the deal is that most of these women can't make these right choices. You know, many of you can't attract the type of man because you don't know within yourself what kind of man is right for you.
Wow.
Right.
That's what you gotta figure out.
They haven't even see what they out there doing. If he smell good, he right for me. If he look good, he right for me. If he got a job, he right for me. If he drive a BMW, he right for me. You know, come on, where'd that come from?
Right.
You know, I believe that when you really looking to do it the right way, then here the deal is, because somebody is 6'4",
right,
and you got in your mind all I want is a 6'4" man. But when the 5'11" dude walk by and he just right for you, but you disqualified him already because he's not 6'4".
It ain't that much height.
Ain't nothing wrong with a tall brother.
Ain't nothing wrong with a short brother either. Look at Eric. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with him. You know, and then we got into, black folks is good for this zodiac thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You a Cancer? I don't get along with Cancer.
I used to.
What is that?
I don't know.
As soon as you said, all my boyfriends were Sagittarius. Y'all ain't no good.
What is that?
Right.
So you just
You're a Scorpio, you
disqualifying
nasty.
people. See, let me
All
give
kinds
you.
of
Let me.
everybody
This is one of my soapbox moments for a second,
Okay.
because why people read the zodiac out of the paper? You know, every day read the zodiac.
Right.
So why would you let the zodiac guide your choices? A zodiac. People don't even know the history of the zodiac, but they'll let the zodiac. I'm talking about Christian people.
Yeah.
People that believe in Jesus the Christ believe as much in zodiac signs as they do in the cross. Ain't that amazing?
Got the line up. They say.
Stars got the line up.
Because one day out of the year, it is going to be right. The
Yeah.
zodiac going to be
It's
right.
gonna be right.
I mean, it could be right twice out of the year.
Right.
So then you're going to put your stock in it now. Like,
Put
oh
your
my
stock
God.
in
There's
it.
going to be similarities. in
It's
certain
similarities,
things,
right. It's never
regardless.
going to be
Yes.
specific.
But all I want to know is why is that when a lot of ladies meet a man and they hadn't even been out on a date with him yet, that they already got the whole life planned out.
Right.
Know what the kids gonna look like.
Right.
They know what the what house they gonna live in. Got the dress all picked out. Their little Vera Fang because they couldn't afford Vera Wang. Got all that picked out. I mean, really? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, slow down.
You don't went crazy.
Relax yourself just for a hot second. Relax yourself. You don't even know if that brother wants some kids or if he even want to be married. First of all, so ask the important questions right up front. If he doesn't answer them correctly, then you got to keep it moving.
You got to keep moving.
Don't get mad at him if you choose to deal with that brother, and not for the reasons that you want or because you get all caught up in his looks or something else because you're looking for Mr. Goodball or something like that.
That's the good part.
Yeah.
For real.
But you know what is interesting, now that you bring that up, about dating? You ever be out on a date with somebody, and women make this mistake a lot. They go out on a date with somebody, and they begin to tell the guy on the date all the things they don't want. all this what I ain't gonna deal with a man that does this. Right. I'm not gonna deal with a man that does that. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I want a house with this. I want a car like this. Mm-hmm. That's all intimidating.
Yeah,
That's real intimidating. All I'm doing is trying to get to know you, and you into your whole life's plan,
right?
And how I gotta fit into that plan.
Exactly.
Because they want to talk because they so anxious and so thirsty. Right. That they just gotta let you know everything that they gotta have.
Yeah, it's too much information up front.
Yeah, too much information.
I don't even understand your temperament.
Right.
Your characteristics, and you telling me what you want out of life.
Right.
I'm like, let me try to figure you out first.
Yeah. Can I get this, please? Yeah. I remember a woman told me that we were dating, and she said, "I know when I get married, I don't want to work." I said, brakes just went on in my mind. Like, wait a minute, you are disqualified.
What is it that you want to do?
I disqualified her quickly.
Start a business. How are you contributing
wait a minute
to
now.
this situation?
Because she was looking for what? Looking for some sugar daddy to come along, take care of her so she don't have to work. Right. And I'm like, dude, this life too hard to be out here by myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was like 25 years old. I didn't know I was an airman. I was making a little bit of money. Right, you know what I'm saying, in the military. And then you gonna come to me talking about you don't want to work? Man, I had to pump the brakes on her. Wow. I had to give her get out of jail free card.
Some of the problem out here, fellas, is this. We got too many women out here trying to be a project manager. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I got
the ladies are betting on
break
the man's...
Break that down a little bit.
I'm going to break it down for you. The ladies, they out here betting on the man's potential. Now how good or nice someone is to them. This causes them to put up with the man months and even sometimes years longer than they should.
5 years.
Yeah.
Come on now. 5 years you dating the same dude.
Right.
And he ain't even moving toward a project.
Right.
Like marriage or nothing.
And as we can see, there's more than one sister out here dealing with somebody for 5 years. I don't know what this 5-year thing is.
I don't know what it is either. I'm sorry I cut you out.
No, that's okay.
Well, it might be that sister now. Let's not forget it. Everything ain't on that brother.
Yeah, it's true. Right? Could be.
But if you making excuses for your partner's behavior or you wish he behaved differently, that should be a sign that maybe he's not the one for you. Maybe they're not the one for you.
Right.
I heard T.D. Jakes say recently that you as a woman shouldn't have to teach anyone how to love.
That's a lie.
Right?
That's a lie.
I know
T.D. Jakes lied. T.D. Jakes lied.
Music Soul Child said, "Teach me how to love."
Preach it.
He did say that.
He did say that.
But I think everyone you can know how to. Everyone has a different definition of love. I don't care.
Right.
And everyone has different things that they require. From a love perspective.
Right.
If it's a situation where some people, they just need a few more hugs.
Yeah.
Some people need you to tell them they love them a little bit more. And
there
why.
You go.
Right.
Some people might just need you to, mow the lawn, cut, clean the house.
Yeah.
Help them with the groceries, take care of a couple bills. It's different things to everyone that they rate at a certain level.
Hey, if you ain't never been loved, how you know how to love?
Hello?
I'm just saying. I'm not going against Jakes, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Because if you ain't never experienced it, you don't know how to put it out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you never been loved by your daddy, and you a female, you never been loved by your daddy. How you know how to love somebody else?
You don't know how to
love. Or never been loved by your
mama.
mama.
Yourself enough to love somebody else.
Yeah.
I think this case is true in that I think if there's people out there entering into a second marriage, I don't think you know to go into that position.
Right.
With somebody, you got to teach somebody how to love. You should already know what you want. After the first attempt didn't work out too well. So I think in a certain case you should do that. But tell me, fellas, which scenario makes more sense to you? Okay, this is scenario one right here.
Right.
You meet this guy, right? Not us talking to women, right? You meet this guy, right? He's your type. He looks good. He smells good. He drives a nice car, a little Beamer, whatever. He's saying all the right things to you, and the chemistry there is great.
Right.
But he drinks occasionally. You don't particularly care for that. He smokes. You don't particularly care for that. And he likes to stay at home versus taking you out. But he's great on the eyes. He's a good-looking guy. You know. Now, that's scenario one.
A lot of women got that. They good with that.
I can handle that brother smoking from time to time.
Yeah, right. A little time to time.
Ain't nothing wrong with
taking a little
cocktail. you know, little nip and tuck.
Yeah, you know, that's enough right there. A lot of women will take that, brother, right there. All right, go ahead. Second scenario.
So she gonna bring home that bottle of yak for him. Go over there and sit, boy, and shut up. I'm gonna make this dinner.
For real.
We're gonna go get it in.
For real.
So this scenario 2 right here. All right. Now this guy has all the qualities that you desire. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. Smells good. Even goes to church. He has an okay car. Probably a hoopty. Probably like Obama's first car.
Right.
You know, he's a nice looking dude, but he's not drop dead gorgeous. You know, but you can deal with it. You know. So ladies, tell me, which guy should be your most logical choice? All right, I'm gonna give you a second to think about it.
1001.
Scum. All right, yes. The man that has the qualities you're looking for should be a logical choice. But ladies, you don't choose him. You keep choosing the project guy.
Yeah.
Why do you keep choosing the project guy? Can somebody help me?
Man, you know, I think a lot of women.
I think everybody has a need to want to be needed.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, whether you're a male or a female, you
Right.
want to feel like you need it, like you can help somebody along on some level.
Right.
You know, I think you just have to choose what it is that you're willing to help them along with.
Right.
You know, it's nothing wrong with wanting to help somebody. You know, but I think if it's a whole rebuilding project altogether, that's too much. That's,
You gotta start from the ground up.
You gotta start from the ground up. You know, try to make a killer not a killer.
Right.
Well, you know, I think in the scenarios, it's different because, you know, you might, depends on what these women definitely want, you know,
Right.
because if they want the church dude, right? Because some women, that is the thing.
Right.
It's the church part that is, you know, we're not gonna decide to, you know, I'm not gonna give you anything on that. I'm gonna stay right here on the church part.
Right.
Well, there's other women that don't mind if you drink,
Right.
you know, and smoke a little bit. You know, the issue though goes back to neither of the scenarios deals with it is what kind of character does both of these cats have?
Right.
Because you make your decision based on the character,
yeah.
of that individual,
Right.
Not if he
Right.
drink, smoke, look good, tall. You know, because if that's the case, you may never find nobody that you want. You might continue to make the wrong choices because you know a lot of folks like 6'6", 240 pounds. But then they can't find nobody 6'6", 240 pounds because there's only one Chad. And based on all the women on the blog, there's only one Chad.
Oh, you got jokes right
There's
now.
only one Chad.
You got jokes right now.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying, there's only one.
It's only
You
one.
feel me? You know, and for the women out there that like they men 5'8",
No, 5'6" and 3/4.
5'6" and
I think he was
3/4.
going there.
You know what I'm saying? And like them to weigh in at about 205 pounds.
Not true.
You know, and you know, strong and muscular.
Strong
Then-
and muscular, they looking for you.
I'm stopping now.
Yeah.
That's
Them
what
big girls
and
said you
that's
can throw them up.
That's what they said. I could bench press off you. But you see what I'm
Get my
saying?
push-ups in.
But you can't let those external qualities
Right.
be what makes you make a decision.
Right.
They can't be enough. They just can't be.
Yeah.
Although women do.
And a lot of them make their decision because some of them are stuck in the routine of being misused. You're so used to being like that. You're so used to getting that type of abuse, being treated a certain way, and you feel like all guys are just like this. So that's the guy that you gravitate towards. You know, it's a habitual type of thing. It's we're creatures of habit. You know.
You know, I think
Some people, some females, I find, you know, feel they're being mistreated or abused just based on them maybe not getting things the way that they want when they want it. They're not necessarily being mistreated.
Mistreated,
you know, because there's a, you know, if
There's
you're
a
being
difference.
mistreated, that's pretty serious. You know,
Yeah.
It might be some, you know, because they're spoiled to a certain way,
Right.
But you might be, if somebody's coming through there, you know, and they're calling you names
Right,
or
right.
you know, doing certain things like that, being verbally abusive,
Right,
mentally
right.
abusive, physically abusive.
Right.
That's a situation for me where I'm saying, okay, you're being mistreated.
right.
You know, not because you're not getting what you want every time when you want it.
Right. That's true.
That's not being mistreated.
Right, no.
You know, because it might be something that you're perpetuating as well, you
Right.
know, that's doing certain things. you know.
Or he tells you to buy him some shoes, and you bought the shoes. He tells you to buy him this or that, and you keep on buying it. That's misused, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep buying it and he not giving you back anything out of it, you being misused. So then the next dude to come along and say, "What you gonna buy me?" You know, if that's his attitude, then you used to that.
Right.
You used to spending your money on him. You're not used to a brother really spending money on you.
Right.
You acting funny because he bought you something.
So when it happens, you like shocked.
Yeah, you like shocked.
You
like,
bought
really?
this for me?
Yeah.
Flowers?
Flowers? Really?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because you're not used to it.
Yeah, that can definitely happen.
Some women out there don't think that it's better out there for them as well. So they just take whatever they can.
I heard a lady say this. She said that on a scale of 1 to 10, she saw herself as like a 6. Right? Wow. Yeah. But the dude that was showing her some interest, he was like a 10.
Right.
So she was like, there's no way that he's really interested in me.
Right.
It's a 4-point
because I'm a 6.
Right, it's a 4-point difference.
You see what I mean? The 4-point difference.
How can he possibly?
Right. He must have a motive, right?
Eric just hit that Clinton on him. It's arithmetic. It don't add up. It just don't add up.
Oh my God, Eric, you crazy. But what happens when what I'm saying is
she put on some heels and some makeup that make her 7.
They think they only used to being out there with 6s.
Right.
You know, and then when they get attention from a 8 or a 9 or a 10, they really feel like there's something wrong.
Right.
When he's really looking at that person's character.
Right.
He's not judging you on your looks. You know, whether or not you light skin or dark skin.
Right.
Or whether or not you skinny or big. Or well-rounded, or voluptuous, or, you know, he's not making choices. It was starting to make me think about.
Come on back home. Come on back home.
Right. You know, but like sometimes they're looking for any man to fulfill a space that can't be fulfilled by any human man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think a lot of times that might happen.
I think it is.
You know, you have to fulfill yourself. And you have to let God fill that void,
that you
have in your life. You know, once you have that void fulfilled, that's going to allow you to begin to love yourself even more. And once you love yourself some more, not only can you receive love, but you're going to be able to give love unconditionally, as well.
See, when you receive God's love, then you really have an idea of how to love.
Right.
See, I think that was really what Jake's point was.
Right.
You know that once you have God's love, then you understand what love is supposed to be.
We love you, TD.
Like.
See,
you know,
he fixed
I ain't
it.
mad at you, TD. I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? Because I think we said this before. It doesn't take 2 half people get together to make one whole person.
Right.
It
You got to have 2 whole people to get together.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's the new creation that's in Christ. So, I mean, that's a whole nother sermon.
And no man or woman should complete you.
Right.
Because if they complete you, then you're in trouble.
Right.
Because if they decide to walk away, then you just messed up. You know. So it shouldn't be that type of situation.
I had a conversation with a young boy that was like 16 years old in the barbershop. And he said that he was always taught, 16 years old, he said he was always taught the opposite attract. Mm-hmm. But in relationships, that's not good. Because if you're so opposite, right? If you're so opposite, you doing your thing over here and I'm doing my thing over here, when do we come together?
But do you think that sometimes they can provide some balance? I guess maybe it just depends on where you're opposite at.
Right.
What aspects of your personalities you're opposite.
But we can't be opposite on money.
Yeah, you can't be opposite on money.
We can't be opposite on faith.
Opposite on faith, religion.
We can't be opposite on sex.
Yeah.
You can't be opposite. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
If you're opposite on sex, we can have a discussion.
Because then if so opposite, then we gonna argue. We gonna argue more than we get along.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like we got an OTC mailbox question.
This dude right here.
What we got?
This is from Curtis Williams
from the BMO. Baltimore.
Yeah.
Curtis, you got to go tooth in your mouth, Curtis.
He does.
He got one
with a B on it.
With a B on it. All right, Curtis. We're gonna read your little question out here, Curtis. Women have been identified as being better cheaters than men.
True that.
So, how do you, as a man, know what signs to look for if you suspect your woman is being unfaithful without letting her know that you suspect that she may be cheating?
Wow.
Curtis.
Wow.
Let us talk to you for a little bit.
Hit him in the mouth. Hit him to the white man show.
Okay, Curtis. First thing is, Curtis, you might want to, If your woman don't want you to catch it, you ain't gonna catch it. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
They slick.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing. They don't make the errors that brothers make when they out here trying to do their thing. That's the first thing. But if you think your woman is cheating, number one, evaluate yourself and see what it is that you may not be doing or handling for her that may cause her to step somewhere else. Because you might be able to handle the situation without you ever knowing. In which case, you're saving yourself a little bit of heartache, a little bit of pain, and some issues and drama between you and that woman. That is, if you want that woman.
Right.
You know, try to take care of it within y'all's little intimate circle first. You know, secondly, if you are looking for something, it's going to probably be some signs. You know, if you've been with her for a while, her behavior is going to begin to change.
Right.
You know, she's going to start doing some things differently. Maybe she'll still, desire you from an intimate perspective. Maybe she won't. But there'll start to be some subtle changes for you 9 times out of 10. It might be a different perfume, a different cologne. You know, she might decide all of a sudden, you know what, I need to work out a little more often.
Right.
You know, because now she got a workout buddy, hint, hint, a workout buddy that she wants to go work out with. You know, now she needs to go to the happy hour a few more times just so she can release before she comes home. You know, so start looking for some patterns, some different signs. Only you know your lady.
Right.
So you can't really, I mean, we can attempt to give you some suggestions, but only you know your lady.
Right. One thing about women, Curtis, is this. Women are detail-oriented creatures, period. So they always seem like, to me, 2 steps ahead of a man. So she could, if she is out there cheating like that, her stuff is going to be tight. But like Chad said, there are things that you can notice, depending on how long you've been in the relationship. You know, the longer you've been in a relationship, the more you know her. So if you've been in a relationship for a long time and you know there's certain type of clothes that she wears, that she's been wearing, but all of a sudden she's changing. Now her skirts are getting a little shorter. The heels are pumped, you know, she's starting wearing them heels now. She may be staying at work a little later. You know, she's guarding certain things right now. She like, sometime if she's gets a little nervous. Where's my phone at? I got my phone right here. Where's it at? You know, little things like that she hasn't been doing lately. You know, sometimes these are signs that something is going on. But one key thing that Chad did say is always check yourself to see if there's anything that you're doing that you think you're doing. If you're not taking care of home, then you should be nervous. Because you ain't got things pumping up at home like you should. You always got to think about that, you know. And like these are signs that you know that you can look out for, that you can pay attention to. Like I said, not all of them are necessarily just because she does something that means that she is cheating, but that sudden change is the key in things, you know. And I know you don't want to ask if she's cheating, but
and sometimes even if that woman starts nagging you insistently,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, she probably trying to overcompensate or put something off on you just so she has a reason to go out there. You know, or if she shifts her priorities away from you or something like that, that might be a sign. You
That's
know,
true.
Or if she start, you know, like you were saying, she's starting to put more effort into looking sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and she wasn't looking sexy, you know, for you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, or she becomes, you know, autonomous.
All right.
Has no interest in sex with you or something like that, like we were saying. That's going to be an issue, you know.
Yeah, that's an issue right there, bro.
You know, overly secretive about her schedule, or you just become irrelevant altogether, you know. And you know, trying to keep your jealousy in check and things of that nature, you know, as well. But, you know, it's going to be several things out there, man. But like I said, you got to know your lady. You know, if she starts to detach herself from your family or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's roll.
All right, fellas, look, let's dive back into this topic.
Let's
talk some of these mistakes that men make, okay? Men, where you at? Where you at?
All right, we on the man now.
Check it out, okay?
Sisters had a chance.
Why do you keep choosing women based on their body type? Now, you know we guilty. Come on now. You choosing Big Butt Judy. And you know that's funny because I had one in my neighborhood growing up in Cleveland.
Everybody got one.
Everybody got one, right? And her name was Judy too.
Judy with the big booty.
You keep choosing Big Butt Judy, who is used to getting a whole lot of attention from men. All right? You decide she is the one, and I'm sorry, y'all. You decide that she's the one, but then you get mad because other men won't stop looking at her, you know. and she enjoys the attention. You know, so you get mad about it. You having conniptions and fits about it because other men are looking at her. You know, she was, you was looking at her.
Oh yeah.
So you know somebody else.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she got your attention. So why are you mad at her for acting the way she is used to acting?
Right.
The way she been acting.
Right.
You can't change her no more than you can change you. All right. Now you want to complain to your boys. Oh, you know, you didn't know it was going to be like this. You know, Big Booty Judy can't cook. Because she's never had
She said, "You ain't want me for my cooking."
Right. She always going to the takeout. She always taking food out someplace. You know, she doesn't know how to clean. That's major right there. Come on. She doesn't know how to cater you because she's always been catered to, but you keep choosing her because you're not thinking with the right body part. Wow. We always think like that. Men always think like that, don't they?
Thinking with the wrong body part.
Remember this, everybody. Your mate is a product of your educated choice. Right? It's nobody's fault but yours. Most people are failing when it comes to making the right choices in the mate because you don't know any better. All right? But moving forward this time, remember, we're going to wipe this slate clean, you know?
We'll clean it up.
Yeah, sometimes you got to, man.
Yeah.
Here's another mistake I see men sometimes make. Thinking everything is about you and for you.
Right.
You know, that little kind of selfish relationship. You know what I mean? There is no way you can be in a successful relationship with a quality woman without putting her needs before yours. Right? A successful relationship now.
Right.
And if you make everything about you, no one should even want to ever be with you if it's always about you. What type of man is always asking a woman, what are you going to buy me? What are you treating? When are you going to treat me out? You know what I mean? What can you do for me?
Right.
See what I mean? If that's a brother that's doing that kind of conversation, that's brother right there. That's a push pass scenario right there. You know what I'm saying?
Push pass.
Yeah, push pass on that joke. No. The right thing is for him to say is, what do you need from me? You know what I'm saying? You need me to take the garbage out for you, babe?
Right.
You need me to wash your car, babe? You know, you need me to take your car to get an oil change, babe?
Right.
You need me to pay part of that daycare for you, babe?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
need me to mow the
trim
lawn.
the
You see what I'm
edges,
saying? You know, there's some
plumbing
things
in the house.
You know, and what I mean by that is we want a man that's really trying to meet you where your needs are at.
Right.
You feel me? Not no surface stuff, buy me a dress.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, buy you a dress, really? And when I come to your house, ain't no juice. You know what I mean? All you got is water in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I can't get no sandwich.
I can't get a sandwich. Can a brother get a sandwich? Turkey with some cheese? Can a brother? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because see, you want the kind of man that is ready to put those kind of things in your refrigerator.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's meeting your needs where you are.
I ain't got no problem about it.
You see what I mean?
Right.
You know, if you got a lady that you dating and her child, you know, she got a little 10-year-old or whatever, 5-year-old, and you don't never try to meet the needs of the child. Right. All you worried about is her.
Right.
I ain't thinking about the little nappy-headed daughter of yours.
It's a package deal.
It's a package deal. You know what I'm saying?
Deal.
You know, so you can't have a brother that's always selfish.
Yeah.
You got to have one of them brothers that's willing to meet, you know, their needs, man. The brothers got to, you know, sometimes do that.
Right, because everything is not not about you. You know,
it's not about you.
If you want your relationship to be healthy, you gotta pour out. You gotta give.
Yeah,
you
gotta
know,
give.
Love
man.
isn't love.
Give and it shall be given.
Gotta give. Gotta
Right.
give. You know, because brothers always. I think a lot of brothers, when we go into relationships, especially Big Booty Judy scenarios,
right.
We automatically are fixated on what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
But what we
Is Judy on Facebook?
But what we don't realize, that you have to, in most cases, give to get. So that makes sense. You gotta sometimes give to get.
Right.
You can't always get to get. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because I think I might have mentioned this before.
Probably
There's
did.
always two types of people: givers and takers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got to decide: are you with a giver,
Right.
or you with a taker?
And don't get it confused. Some people think that they're givers and they're not.
Right.
They're actually takers.
Right.
You know, they may give in a lot of areas of their life, but in their relationship, they're not necessarily giving. They're just taking.
Right.
But I know of people that, you know, feel like they're always giving. No, you're not.
Right.
You actually take.
No, you ain't gave me nothing.
You are confused.
You are confused.
And I'm gonna need you to look into the mirror. But check this out. Man, ladies need for you to be emotionally available. When they want to share something with you, why do you change the subject? Don't actively listen to what it is that they're saying.
And they know if you listen or not.
Yeah, they know you're gonna listen.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it's always something that you might necessarily want to listen to, but if they want to talk to you, then you need to make yourself readily available to listen to what it is that woman is trying to talk to you about, because you want them to listen to you.
Right.
Whenever you have some problems.
Oh, she gonna listen to me because I'm gonna get loud.
You gonna get loud?
I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, we're gonna pray for you right now. Yeah.
That's what that's one of the key ways when we talk about from a man's standpoint, pleasing a woman, is listening to her.
Right.
It seems so small, but it's big to her to know that you're that you're listening, that you're attentive to everything that she's saying. It's that communication part. And sometimes you don't even have to say anything, but just sit there and listen. Not listen and look at TV.
Right.
I hear what you say. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. They want to really know that you're listening.
But ladies gotta understand that's the difference between him listening to you because you're talking about something that's substantial, you know what I'm saying, to you. Something that's pertinent to you, that's important to you, versus you gossiping about love and hip hop Atlanta.
Right.
Because he might be zoned out while you talking about that. But if you're talking about, your hopes and your dreams and what you want and things of that nature and what you want for you all, then of course he needs to shut it down and be engaged in that conversation.
It's funny.
Not be afraid to open up.
It's funny you say that because, I could ask my wife, how was your day? But if I leave the room, I don't care about how her day was. You feel me? I need to. So what I have to do, I have to ask her how was her day and be attentive to the answer.
Right.
You see, because most men try to fix everything anyway. How was your day? Well, my boss did. Well, you should have said that. I don't want to argue with you about it. What I mean? All she want to do is have you listen. Can you just listen for a minute and don't come up with an answer? Because I'm the answer man. I got an answer for that. I got a degree and I can tell you exactly how to answer that.
But sometimes it's good just to ask them too. You want me to listen to you, or you want my opinion?
Right.
Because sometimes they might not need your opinion. They just trying to vent.
And see, brothers, you got to be really careful with how you answer the question, because see, sometimes they ask you a question and they already have some issues about what they already asked you. So then when you come at them wrong, all that they feeling gonna be on you. So be careful about trying to be the answer man.
Right.
Sometimes just let her explain how she feels about it.
And then come
so baby, so today at work, this dude hollered at you and you ain't like it, right? So, did you slap him? You should have slapped him, because I would have slapped him. You know what I mean? And then she gonna laugh and say, yeah, I wished I would have slapped him because he ain't gonna talk to me like that.
Right.
And then you can say something like, well, what brought all that on? So now y'all can have a really deep conversation about what's going on her job versus a surface conversation about what's going on her job.
And you already know women are talkers, so let
and
she talk.
She want to tell you.
Right.
She done told all her girls already on the phone on the way home from work.
Right.
So she want to tell you and see how you gonna respond to it.
Right.
And like you said, I'm being sensitive, but we really ain't into the conversation.
Right, we not
that into it.
You gotta pretend like you are. You can't be. No. I'm not into it. I'm with you on that.
You gotta look like it.
But you gotta look like it. You know what I mean?
You act like it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can. I remember one time my wife said to me, she was talking to me and I was in the TV room and I was not listening to nothing she was saying, right? So she said, "Are you listening to me?" And I said, "All right, hold on." So I ran in the kitchen and I hugged her. And I said, I looked at her face to face, nose to nose. And I said, now tell me what you was just telling me.
Right.
She forgot all about what she was just telling me.
You shook it up.
Yes, sir. Because I knew if I'd have let that hit the floor, it'd have been a bad night.
Oh, yeah, a bad night.
But I caught myself before I messed it up. Right. And came around that corner and put that Bobby on her, and then it was all good.
Put the Bobby on.
Put the Bobby on her, and it was all good.
Ricky Bobby.
So are we going to do part 2 to this, man?
Yeah, we got to do a part 2, man. Just fellas, remember that women love whenever you share and you're honest with them, And it doesn't make you less of a man So talk about, who you are, what your future dreams and things that nature. Just open up and have some real conversation with that woman in your life.
All right. So all right. Check it out. Well, it's time, fellas, for us to do the contest.
Okay.
Got to get the contest thing going. All right. All right. So before we choose our winner for this week, Eric's going to tell you about the new contest. So Eric, go ahead and tell the folks about the new contest.
All right,
for the
check it out. We got a new contest in place, and this contest is hot. So listen up. You must be a follower of the show to qualify for this contest. Go to www.spreaker.com. Sign up with your email address.
Sign up.
Type in Off the Cuff in the search box and then click on the follower button. It's very important.
That's real simple.
And that will make
just
you
a
part of the OTC University family.
Uh-huh.
We will be choosing a winner each week, and that winner will be put into a drawing to win a $50 Visa gift card.
Yeah.
Now, if we call your name as one of the weekly winners, you have 1 week from the day, all right, we call your name to respond. If we do not hear from you within the week, you forfeit your eligibility to win the $50 Visa gift card. But
don't give away that money. Don't give away the money.
You still qualify for the grand prize now. We will be choosing the winners of the $50 Visa gift card every first Sunday of the month. But hold on, there's even more to this contest. Chad, tell them what the big surprise is.
Tell them, Chad.
All right, now every 3 months, all of the Visa card winners with us will be put into a drawing to have the opportunity to guest host on the show with the men Off the Cuff. Now look, y'all know how we roll, and we want to always keep it 100 in this piece.
Right.
So therefore, if you're chosen to be a guest host, be ready to keep it off the cuff like we do up in here.
For real.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, now our grand prize winner will be chosen November 4th. Now y'all know that's election week. So we'll make sure that you get registered now. So if you want to be a part of what we do, all right? Now past winners from the last contest will be able to claim their prizes and also be included in the drawing as well. So let's just stay with that, all right?
All right, so we got to choose somebody.
Choose somebody. You know what I'm saying? Choose somebody.
Who we got?
All right, who you got?
Choose. It don't take that long to choose somebody. Bobby, come on, what you doing?
What's her name? Hey, let's choose this one right here. I got it right here. Her name is
Shay Lollipop.
Let's just say Portia.
Portia.
That's all they say. Portia.
That's a car.
We got another stripper name.
Portia.
It can mean so many things.
All right, so let's go with Portia. Guess who I pulled?
All right,
Portia got to holler at us then.
Let's talk to us.
All right.
Hit us up, Portia. All right.
Portia got to holler at us then.
Wow. This show has been on point.
Yes, it has.
We want to thank you for joining in with us once again. OTC family, don't forget your challenge for the week. All right. We need you to like us on Facebook.
Please.
And leave us a blog. The website again is www.menoffthecuff.com. Men Off the Cuff, one word, all right?
Now it's
so
time
go
to say
get the
goodbye.
blog.
All
right, we appreciate it.
So, fellas, see you back here next week.
Like to thank
same
you
place, same time, right?
Yeah.
You're all invited back next
Well, we
week
keep
for
it
this
what?
one.
Real? Right?
To have a...
God loves it.
And
we
love
out.
it.
I can't believe you singing that song.
Singing this song.
Look at how you say your story.
It's off the cuff, yeah. It's off the cuff, yeah.
This is God ordained. Get in position, cause we on a mission, fulfilling this vision, releasing contention in this God we praise. The one who keeps us from falling, receiving this faultless. Who that man is awesome. You see, it's every day we celebrate. Right now it's time for us to elevate. So get your hands up, cause Hosanna's great. And see, they call it off the cuff because we tailor-made.
Off the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah.
This has been an IBG production.